Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome. Okay. Tomorrow's my Monday, so I'm kind of not in the best mood, but I'm in a pretty darn good mood. 'Cause I did all my shopping today, got some new shoes for work, so my feet hopefully won't be completely killing me at the end of the days. But we're doing some code and we're working on this is me trying to get a stream title and go live notification out of ChatGPT. Never mind. Everybody just never mind that. Okay. So I'm thinking of some possible new names for the game. I kind of favor Planetary Odyssey Alien Loot Trader. I'm not really sure I like that completely though. You can see I kind of put that into the title and into the go live notification for those of you that saw the go live notification. And then I asked ChatGPT to consider synonyms of each word with this format of two words, a colon, and then a subject, like a major subject. And we came up with a few things, you know. This one seems interesting. So anyways, I like this one. It was the first one we came up with when I asked it for the name of the game. I kind of like just the word Odyssey, alien loot, or alien spoils trader, alien treasure trader, something like that. Alien, yeah. Anyways, so we're also going to start to work on the actual code. Where are we at here? We're down here. Okay, so let's go like this. Imagine. I don't know what else to tell it to do. Imagine you're an expert C++ and OpenGL game dev programmer. Um, I've kind of preliminarily, I just, I know, I pretend exactly like I'm talking to an assistant. I'm not really. Okay, just in case it goes wonky and we lose this input, copy the whole thing. Boy, that was quite an input. I just kind of, like I said, I just have a starting prompt that sets the stage for who ChatGPT is trying to be, and then I brainstorm and put in my brainstorm, and I don't even sometimes make full thoughts and complete sentences and all that fun stuff. And then, oh, this is perfect. Okay, this is perfect. So this is what I've already been thinking about. So this is just kind of organizing my thoughts. So let's go into, this is the begin prototype outline. This is the game design document. Do we want to go down here? End of prototype outline, begin C++ demo classes. Okay. See, and this is what ChatGPT told me earlier, or we hashed out together, quote unquote together. The class represents the game world and is responsible for generating the 3D voxel terrain. Excuse me. It would have data such as the terrain's dimensions, terrain type, terrain height, etc. This class would have functions like generate terrain, which takes input parameters such as the terrain type and dimensions and generates the 3D voxel terrain. Okay, so let's get down here because this is only 663 lines. And let's go like this. So let's just say brainstorming the demo with ChatGPT. And we'll just say start and end, as if I was a OpenGL. Okay, begin brainstorming the demo with ChatGPT. Okay, so what has he got here? We're just going to use that as our little area to put stuff. Data members, a list of galaxies in the game. Each galaxy should contain a list of solar systems. See, that's great. Each solar system should contain a list of planets, moons, and asteroids. This is exactly what I was thinking, so at least we're on the same page. For each planet, moon, and asteroid, you need to store its position, size, terrain generation parameters, color palette, and any other relevant data. Okay, did I say this? Okay, functions. A function to generate a new galaxy with a given size and name. A function to generate a new solar system within a galaxy, given a position and name. A function to generate a new planet, moon, or asteroid within a solar system with a given position, size, terrain, generate parameter, color palette. Function to allow the player to navigate the galaxy, solar systems, and individual worlds. A function to save and load the game state. See, starting with this is genius, because okay, this is going to be really great for me. So, as for the specific implementation details, it would depend on your design and the tools you're using, but in general, you want to use some kind of algorithm to generate the terrain for each planet, moon, and asteroid. There are many different algorithms you can use, such as Perlenoise, Simplex, Noise. You'll also want to use some kind of color palette to give each planet, moon, and asteroid a unique look. You can define a set of color palettes in advance or generate them randomly. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. We are going to worry about this, because this is kind of, all right, we don't want, okay, there we go, that's what we want. Because this is kind of really helpfully putting my thoughts into an organized thing. Form, whatever. And this is really great. Okay, for just the world, I think that's really good. At the moment, yeah, I only want one galaxy, but yeah. So I'm just thinking about this, and we already have this, but this is a little bit clunky because the only reason it's clunky is because I've got the planets and the 2D stuff in here, and then I've got the 3D voxel stuff in here. So that kind of really doesn't, it's not conducive to what we're trying to do with, with the world class, basically what we're going to come up with here with the world class with ChatGPT in the game design document and working through that. Because basically what we want to do with the world class is right here. Have it manage the world. Wherever the player is at in the world, it will display at that particular time. And we want to have the world generated, just to have a world generated, like a minimal, absolute minimum world, is going to be a galaxy with solar systems, and each of the solar systems. Okay, so here's the thing I was thinking about too. Okay, so so we can generate multiple galaxies and be ready for expansion, but the player's only going to exist at one point, which is going to exist within one galaxy. So until we get to the advancement, assuming that we stick with this, of moving from one galaxy to the next, which is huge, we don't really need to do anything with the other galaxies. So the other galaxies could have a Boolean that's just not generated. It indicates that it's not generated. And that the first one could have the Boolean indicating, yes, it's generated, and then we go from there. And then solar systems as well. Let's see what he says. Oh boy, we got an error. Okay, so I've run into these errors when I type significant information in, and for some reason, see, I go into it. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't remember the prompt that I just gave it. So here we go. Sometimes the prompt that I listed was actually there. Like I came back and did this last night, a little off stream, and I had to log out, log back in. Yes, that's a great way to optimize the use of system resources. Generating only what is needed will reduce the amount of memory and processing power to help improve the performance of the game. To implement this in the world class, you would have Boolean flags indicate whether a galaxy, solar system, planet, moon, or asteroid has been generated or not. When the player navigates to a new location, the flag for that location is checked. If it's not generated, the world class generates the location and sets the flag to true. This way, the world class only generates what is needed and the player can explore the game without being burdened by unnecessary processing. This is great. Okay. When the player navigates to a new location, the flag for that location is checked. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just save this whole bit. Because this is all working on the world class with me right here, so. Okay, now let's tell it a little bit. I know, I'm just kind of stepping through this, like, just tiptoeing into the water and getting my feet wet slowly, but. So. Don't error, don't error, don't error. There we go. Okay. Yeah, see, and I'm just kind of chatting just to get my thoughts out. If you have a working prototype, it's always a good idea to reuse as much of the code as possible. You can definitely use the code from the two classes to guide you in building a more unified and comprehensive world class. See, I already knew this, and I already knew what I just typed, and I already know this, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's just kind of adding to my motivation to go through this. So, however, it's important to keep in mind that you will likely need to modify and refactor the code to fit your new design and architecture. Starting from scratch may also be a good option if you feel that the code you have is too rigid or inflexible, or if you want to take a different approach to the design. Ultimately, the decision should be based on what you think is most efficient and effective. There we go. See, it's just like basically saying, it doesn't matter, do what you want, but this is a great idea because it's what it'll get you going. So, all right, that's cool. I'm gonna put on my shoes and take out the garbage. I'll be right back. Okay, garbage is out. Phew. Alright, so that's really cool. So when we start new, let's go into this. Okay, so file save as. Let's just jump up to 201, that's fine really. We don't really need a big fanfare, like change much. Add existing 201. Okay. So right here we're going to put February 18th. Main space gems 201. And I guess any other changes that we do, we're going to do. Okay, see, I was starting to get stuff going, but here what we're going to do is the world class. And we'll just see what we get. So we have this 3D blocks, okay, and we have the planets. So we're kind of putting both of those, and the background stars, because that's part of it, and the star here, see? So yeah, okay, so that's kind of, this is the, all right. Deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. Okay, so. Is it here? Yeah, see, I haven't even used these yet. I think I put them into one. So there's 5 by 7, and these are 7 by, oh, a lot. So this is the one. Okay, we don't want to use that one. Use this one. So these are the planets we're going to use. They're also going to be moons and asteroids. Oh wait, no, asteroids. What we should use for asteroids. Where are those at? Shoot, hold on, let me look. Where did I put the asteroids at? I forgot. Oh. Oh, there they are. What's that? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so let's get these guys. Just cut them out, go back into miscellaneous, paste them in there. So, and this is just the first iteration of asteroids. This would be really cool if, see, this is where I want to just, yeah, that's for the next episode, Jeff, next step. So for the first step, this little bit of asteroids will be just fine. These are great. If we can use different ones of these, rotate them all around. They look like they're interesting sizes. So we'll have to figure that out, but I think that'll be alright. We could even just use, like, see this third column, or the fourth column. We can use just the third and fourth columns on each one of these. And these could be like, we could probably use these and these. I'm not sure what these are. Those look like really cool, some kind of a effect has happened to them or something, so that might be something we use later in the game. But for the first basic demo, we just want to get these planets going. This is what these guys look like. They're just beautiful. And then, so we're also going to have the background stars. Okay, so let's think about this now. I might actually take another break to juice. This is my day off that I got to get ready for work tomorrow, so I really apologize. And this is why I wanted to dedicate myself to just making video games, but that's not going to do it as far as my exercise. I like to go to work to get exercise. But unfortunately, it comes with all the other stuff, so have to get ready. I could just grab some orange juice real quick. Alright, let me do that. Grabbing orange juice, be right back. Welcome to the chat, everybody, if there's some lurkers or people just joining. Okay. Aside from the drinking noises, so one thing we want to do with 201, so in order to draw the background stars, to draw the, are we going to worry about drawing the sun? These are planets. We don't really have suns. I really don't. I have some graphics that I got from... Wait, there was something about ChatGPT. Torturing AI system? What? See, the majority of the concern about AI is not about AI itself, but the people that are feeding it. Weird, pardon my French, but weird shit. Well, don't do that. That's my explanation. Just don't do that. Because what's the point other than your own weird, you know, being weird and enjoying that? If it's going to affect everybody else. But then that then that falls on the devs to do something about that. See, there's not much for planets and stars. Don't I already have this in the set? I think this is already part of the set. No, there aren't stars in this set. Let's see. It looks like these, like the blue and the yellow and the orange, those are stars. Those are cool. We could just start with 3 different types of stars. Or we could, these could all be stars. They could just be unique and bizarre stars, you know? This is going to take me down another rabbit hole of wanting to do, you know, putting more see, there's 16. Oh, they're all in one graphic. Perfect. Preview. Oh, that's with like a nice background and stuff. See, those are all planets, but I can use these as stars. They could just be stars with different forms of star formation. All right. Why not? Why not? So we have the planets and moons, we have the asteroids, and now we have the stars. And as far as probability, we can do a lot of these yellow stars, we can do a lot of these red giants, brown dwarfs, and then blue giants. We can do a lot of those 4, and then have these be rare types that are not seen very often in the game. So anyways, for the basics of generation, we can just throw that out there. That's fine. That sounds good. What are we doing? So we need to create a class. Since this one we can destroy it, basically. See, I think I should just, well, of course we are starting over, but it's just star there, the blocks, the ship, the D&D alpha we don't need, although that'd be, yeah, bitmap font, that could be later on, but we're still going to use that, so there we go. And we've already got this stuff in the other, so let's move the stuff that we're going to use up to the top here, because I have no issue with the ship or the bitmap font. Starting from scratch, that will be fine. Oh, I'm really wanting to take off my shoes, but I have more garbage to take down, just some very small stuff, but excuse me. Okay, so one thing we want to do is think about turning down my headset so that music isn't so loud in my ears. So the background stars are basically points. The 3D blocks is instance rendering of a cube, which is a bunch of vertices. The star we're not going to use because that's going to be part of the planets thing. The planets is just 2D points and lines. Okay. Excuse me. So what did I say? So points and lines, and voxel cubes, which are just, yeah, a bunch of vertices drawn instance rendering. Okay. So we need a new class, and we should probably start with one of these classes. The most complicated one is this one, and it already draws the voxels. I think that's the reason why I separated everything, because I wanted the points in a point class. So just draw the points for the background stars, you see? And then the planets and lines, the points and lines for the planets, excuse me, those are in a separate class. And then the voxels, which are instance rendering, are in another class altogether. So I've never really done this in this way. So let's start with, this is the blocks, this is the planets. Let's open up class background stars 107. Okay, so we have this, this, and this. Okay. And given those, what we want to do is create a new class, the world class. Okay. So this is all brainstorming the world class here. Let's do some pseudocode for the world class, like what the world class will do. Like when you initialize, we want the world class to always have background stars ready to go. Okay. The player is going to spawn randomly somewhere. Because I don't think are we going to just start the player in space? Eventually, maybe, I don't know, but for now we're just going to start the player. And actually in the demo that I did, the prototype that I did, previously it starts just randomly in space. And I don't even make it clear that the player is in space. It just looks like an asteroid's Atari ship flying around with flowers and lines. And background stars, which kind of look cool. And then ship parts and stuff, so yeah. Okay, so I like the ship parts too. Okay, that'll be fine, because those we can do together, because that'll just be a texture and points. Textured points. Points and textured points. Okay. So then when it comes to the planets, those are textured points. And the lines, that's a solar system. So we should always have the solar system ready. Okay. Let's go like this. And this will be textured points and lines. Okay. What else would the init always do? Okay, so the solar system background. So there will always be at least one particular area. Like the player will always be on like a planet, an asteroid, or a moon. A planet, moon, or asteroid like that. So we'll have the current area as well. Always have current area, planet, moon, or asteroid, or other in the future. Ready to go. Generated and ready. So we're going to generate solar system. Okay, and this area, and this will be the instanced rendered voxels. So that's a bunch of vertices drawn in 3D. The other stuff's in 3D too, but it's all in a 2D plane. Okay. So with this, we need an init background stars as a function. I feel like I'm coding right now. We need an init solar system. And then we need the init area, current area. And that's going to be planet, moon, or asteroid, or other, whatever. So that's the background stars, solar system, area. Okay. So really, in the real world, once we get this going, what we're going to do is we're going to have a save file, and then so we will check if save file exists, and if it does, load current game. If it does not exist, if not, yeah, save file. Load, load current game. If not, do we really worry about it in the initialization? Oh, and skip initialization. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that I've never really worked with a save file too much. Like, I think once I may have when I did my Space Trader. I don't even want to say how many years ago. It was text, it was bulletin board system, it was a door game. Sorry if you don't know what that is. That's funny. Okay. If not initialized, then save. Okay, so we're going to initialize, then save. Yeah. Init background stars, init solar system, init area. Okay. So that'll take care of that. I think we don't, this is just me blathering off about stuff that, okay. And then, so the world class is also going to respond. So that's the initialization. Okay. The init function. Right there. We're also going to have oh, that's really cool. So we'll have the data for the background stars, the data for the solar system, and the data for the voxel area. And then we'll also have, see, the background stars. The background stars and the solar system can share the same shader. And actually so can the area, so can the 3D voxels, but we might have to throw in a different type into the fragment shader, but that should be fine. So they can all share actually the same shader. That'd be interesting. Possibly, possibly not. Okay. Yeah, I think we should actually just work. This is going on an hour, and I don't really want this stream to be too long. So we're just getting the pseudocode down, I think, for some things. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Nook is on. Okay. I think we're just going to call this for now. Because we're going to get this going. If I decide to work on this, I might start streaming again in a few minutes. But I've got dinner to think about. I've got further stuff to think about.
got 2 tiers covered, well, for some of our sort of stuff. Let's get another crop farm.
Okay.
Best place for one? So I have to go there so we can reset markers. That's only remaining markers.
See how we do this.
There, let me do, let's try this.
Just let people know that I raid now.